Hello, everybody. This is Josh here, composing live, where we have an up close and personal look at how music is made. Hope you guys are well. Last week we finished a piece about from the movie Gladiator as the main theme, and this time around I had so much fun that I decided to do another theme from Gladiator. This one is I called it Roma Victor from the initial battle scene. This is the part in the scene where they are pretty much, you know, they delinquish the is it delinquished the Germanium army at the very end, and then you have Maximus saying "Roma Victor" and everyone cheers, and then there's this scene in the cue that plays here. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and play that for you guys, and we're gonna be recreating this, so to speak, together. I also have some of the notes here from the melody, at least, and then we'll have this sort of as a guideline as well as a recording. Also, if you guys are enjoying videos like this, please do like the video and subscribe. Share it with your friends. Any help goes a long way. One more thing I'm going to say here is I'd like to make an announcement. I've been working on movies on the side, and well, actually, that's actually my full-time job. I also do a bunch of other things in the music world with music production for songs and games. But this weekend, one of my projects will be showing on TV, and it's going to be on the Lifetime channel. So I'm going to um, copy and paste this link over so that you guys can see that. And please do watch it if you're interested. It's on Lifetime on Saturday at, I believe, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So wherever you are, if it's Eastern, that's 8 p.m. Eastern Time, or if you're on the West Side, that's 5 p.m., I believe, in Pacific Time. Okay, so with that further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at this song. And let's see here. I'm kind of trying to juggle a few things. So first off, this is a very rubato piece. I think one of my previous watchers mentioned, "What do you do for rubato?" So this is a really good example of that. Here we go. I'm gonna mute that piano. Okay, we'll stop there. So as you can hear, it's very string and vocal heavy. There's some maybe timpani and perhaps low brass that's also supporting. But for the most part, it's a challenging piece in some ways and not so challenging other ways. Um, the last piece is a good contrast to this one, where we had the entire orchestra and even bombastic drums kind of filling in all the space in between. This one, it's more exposed, so the programming will have to be spot on to really make to sell the feel and the realism of the strings and the vocals. Speaking of vocals, You know, with vocal samples, it's not the best. So I'm going to try a different approach. I have some phrases that I just pulled in from a different library as Sound Iron Kimba, Voices of Wind Kimba. And I thought her voice was probably the closest to the voice Lisa Gerard in this recording. So we'll have some fun with that. I might have to tweak some of these notes to fit the the melody, but I'm guessing out of you know I don't even know how many there are out of those like 30 or 40 little clips here, we could probably find enough to make it work. So that's kind of my strategy. I don't know if it'll work. If not, we will just have to use a vocal sample. But that's the idea there. So let's start with the strings first, and also let me think about this. You know what? How about we talk about one more thing real quick? Let's talk about the key, tempo, and chords. Um, this piece is pretty slow, also, so 62. So I have here 62, but then it kind of pushes and pulls. So we'll kind of have to do that as we go. But maybe for now, we could do it in one tempo. So let's turn this off. Let's turn this to, let's say, 66. And then we can do the rubato feel and change the tempo when we need to. So that's one thing. The key is actually, it's a major key, as you can hear in the beginning. But what's interesting, it ends in a minor key over here. Okay, so that's something to consider. So let's go over that. There's a G bass line that's kind of a pedal tone throughout the first half. So I think I remember the chords. It goes do 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 do, and then this one's just a G chord. And then let me actually just use this as a reference. So we'll turn this on over here. Okay, so this is kind of weird because I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. We're gonna do it in 6/4 time. Also, that's another thing I didn't mention. But if we do it in 6/4, it actually works out pretty well. So it's not gonna be perfect, but we can definitely get the phrasing and all the chords in a certain way that way. So da 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 da, and this is actually a suspended 4 chord. So I'll just play a little bit of that. So that's your suspended. It should be actually right here, and then it I believe it resolves halfway point. So we have your G. Okay, next we have. So let's figure that out. And then it goes more pedal, and then it goes to the A minor, and then E minor with the inversion. Okay, so let's fill that in. So that's more G up until let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, A minor here, and then 4, 5, 6 on that part is your E minor with a inverted G in the bass line, and then your next chord would be F, I believe, in the root. So love that movement, by the way. Let me play that here. Okay, so there's your F, and then it goes. Oh, it goes. Or does it go? Let's listen to this real quick. So it still, it looks like it still stays on that F up until the last note. Let me just put that in now. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Okay, so da na na. There's your C major over E. Let's play that real quick. And then it goes up. Timing wise, I think it's on this measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. There you go. And then let's go back to the piano. I think it goes back to the G. And then back to the A minor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the next measure, G. And then it goes to the da 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 A minor again. D. Okay, that's something that I kind of skipped ahead, but right here I don't have that. I just memorized it when I was studying before. So it goes. I'll play it one more time. Oh. Okay, I'll have to remember it. So this is that same movement, E minor over G, and then it goes to F. But then it kind of suspends. D da, E minor, C over E. So it's actually like a suspended, technically. We can write that in if we want. Yeah, sure. Is it suspended 2? Or is it both? I'll just say suspended 2 for now, and then F. And then there's your C chord. Almost done. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I think it holds for a whole bar there. And then this is the D, I believe. Oh, this goes 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Back to your C. C over E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we'll have to get the spacing better, but this is really close. Then you have da na na na. So then it actually goes to a D minor chord, I believe, over F. Something like this. Interestingly enough, where this happens is at modulation. So, bum bum bum. This is a E minor chord, not a major chord. Believe it or not. Da, na, no. And then this is A minor. Okay, so we got our chords. I think I got in the right vicinity. I'll have to double check that. But we'll use this again as a guide. So I'll kind of flip back and forth on this to make sure we're in the right notes. But it goes, let's try it in strings for a second, just to play around with some ideas. Here's violin 1. And then I think I forgot some of that, so let's go down here so I can, this is sort of like my sheet music in a sense. And let's turn this guy off here. Okay, so again, so okay, that's not in here, but yeah, basically that's what this is the vocal. Strings do that little line above it, and then after that, well, let's see if I can get the strings to play that, and then nice decay on all of these. So essentially, you could do a lot of this on violin. Probably viola will trade off, is my guess here. So let's now start with that. This chord track above really helps me to process like the movement part of everything, and also the bass line. So I usually will start with bass line. So let's go with this Pacific one. I actually loaded up both of these just in case I needed more articulations, but I think we should be okay with just some legatos for the most part. So let's start with the low G. That's about there. Okay. All right. Here we go. And again, tempo track's off for now. And let's mute this. Is anything else? Okay, let's mute that. And let's start on 4. So it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4. I just realized I'm on the wrong octave. Let's try again. 2, 3. You know what? Let's give it a little more body. How about that? So let's push everything over one beat or one bar so that we start here rather than there. So that I feel like if it just starts right away, it's kind of weird. So we'll go boom for one, maybe 1.5 bars. This is just a decision on the fly here. So I'll start right on 1. Okay, maybe 1 bar or 3 beats. 3 beats. I was thinking because I have to think the melody as I'm playing that, so it's kind of messing me up. 3 beats only. Here you go. Oh, should be E. I'll fix that. Should be D over F. Okay, get that out of the way. So in the right vicinity, you might have to tweak a few things there. As I was saying, it's D minor over F. So I actually remember that, and I fixed that. I was playing the F there. And then I said, I'll fix that. Which note was that? We have this one here. Okay. And some of these notes reattack. I think maybe there's another time it reattacks, but we can fix that later. This just kind of gets us in the ballpark of the emotions with some of the fading up and down volume-wise. Okay, so then let's go ahead and add some more drama to that. I think I might have botched one of the two things here. I'm going to have to play the melody so that we kind of have an idea of where everything lies. Let's do the first half of that phrase on viola. So here we go. I'm going to skip over. Oh, let's go one octave higher. There you go. Okay, so that's kind of the feel I'm going for. Maybe the bass line will have to be tweaked for that. Let's try again. I see. So let's push this over. So there should be a suspended chord here resolving here instead. Okay, so let's fix where that bass line changes. All right, something like this, and all right. So then we hit this 2 times up, but something's a little funky here because this needs to all kind of push over. So let's see if I can get that going. Okay, so then what I'll do is I think I need to delete 3 beats from here, but without really cutting out that note. There we go. Okay. Good. We'll fix some of that timing too. Okay, I just want to make sure that everything is set a certain way. So chord or the phrase-wise, let's call that one phrase. Maybe we do this in quarters. So da da na na. Okay, so let's push that over 3 beats. So da 1, 2, 3. Da na na na. So it has to start there. And I think this would go here actually. Let me listen to the recording. It's a little bit faster. Yeah, so it goes right after that. Okay, so I'm right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So dee 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 dee. Da, na, na. You know what? I'm trying to figure out where this lies. I think it's actually here. So I think it's safe to say we push everything over by 3 beats like that. And let's see how the next part goes. Na, na, na. Okay, maybe we play through it and just see if it lines up. Let's go to my viola again. Oh, let's see. How should I do this? Oh yeah, that's it. So it's a little bit off of that grid, but we can play through that. Let's try again. And maybe I need to do merge mode because of the way we're doing this. It's kind of wonky. Let's try again with the click track. So then I think this one, I think this one goes maybe a whole bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so yeah, so my instincts are helping. You know, in some ways, maybe a 3/4 would have been better, but I'm sticking with the 6/4 for now. So again, this is for the whole 6 beats, even though it's not on the grid, so to speak. Okay. All right. So let's just keep going. I think I need a guide here so that I at least have like a placeholder. I guess we could do it with piano too, but it's more inspiring this way with actual strings. So let's try. Maybe we'll just play through the rest of that phrase. So. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. Well, I think I know what happened there. Let's go here. Okay, here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, it's da na 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 na. Let's try again. Okay, so that bass line's off. Let's fix that real quick. So bass line should be right there. So I should change 3 beats over there as well. And I think this it holds over. Yeah. Okay, let's put a marker as well on some of these. So this one should be somewhere here. And right. Oop, right. I think here's another phrase. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then the last part of this, let's do that with viola again, would be and where is that? This is bass line, that's why I'm reading the wrong one. So let's go here. Whole bar. Very nice. About there. So we'll end it on 15. Okay. Now that was a bit more challenging than I thought it'd be. Partly just because I don't have the sheet music in front of me, so we were using the event as a sheet music guide. But now that we have sort of a placeholder for each of these, and some of these could be just used in general, but I think we have a better idea of where things lie now. Okay, great. So let's go ahead now and figure out some of the inner harmony lines, which is the fun part. So let's listen to the recording and listen for maybe what the cello would be playing. And cello could be doubling with the viola here, but we'll see. Immediately I hear a harmony line. So I think I hear something like that. Let's hear again. Oh, let's see. I hear it, but then I forget it. Man. Okay, let's see. Is it like that? So there's a E. I think it's C and then goes up from there. Let's try it. Cool. So we'll add a click on there. All right. Let's listen again. I also hear a. Like almost like it's splitting, or viola plays a higher note. Interesting. And then. Okay. So definitely, violins are playing the melody, but and then it sounds like viola and cello are splitting voices. So let's do the lower voice on cello. We'll do it piecemeal. Cool. And then on the viola, I'm hearing. Oops. I think I'm off 2 notes. It should probably be A, B, and A. Maybe I was right the first time. Let's listen one more time. Maybe there's no A. Maybe it just goes GG. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and focus on those middle voices with the viola and cello throughout. Okay, really beautiful piece, by the way. One of my favorites, and very iconic right here. If you get a chance, maybe Google that scene, initial battle scene, and it's kind of gruesome, pretty violent. So just watcher beware. But yeah, it's a really powerful moment, and it's kind of like a montage at that point. That you can kind of hear sound effects of things, but it's mostly music there. Okay, so let me go ahead and move this to here. It's weird. I guess I didn't load the violin 2 one, so let's do that right now. Okay. Let's make it a little easier on the CPU by just running two articulations rather than the full set. Okay, so I think we're getting to a better place here. Let's go ahead and replace mode on that. Let's press play and see how it sounds. Okay, I don't know what the heck happened there with the violins, but we need to fix that. Oh yeah, partly it's this, partly it's other things. It's a lot quieter. I'm probably overcompensating here because there's two of these. Let's try again. Okay. All right. So let's look at the volume for everything else. That's a little bit better. I feel like the violins are a bit quiet now on that moment. So let's bring some of that up. How should we do this? Let's go like this. Go like this. I have to just do it manually. So we'll go up just a little bit that way. Oops. And this way. Same with this one. Oh, hello. Let's bring it up just more. That's better. Better balance here. Good. All right, so let's look at the next phrase. So you can hear that suspended 4 chord. This is actually in the wrong place. So I know we're here on the cursor, but it's actually back here. So it almost starts the same. Okay, so it sounds like the viola is doing the suspension. Cello is going down. It's hard to hear that. I'm play it one more time. By the way, is the volume good, guys? If you guys are watching, let me know. Let me sometimes when it's quiet like this, what I'll do is I'll just boost up the volume so that everyone can hear a little better. So let me know if that's better for you guys. Actually, that's the recording. One more time. Okay, I think I got it. So that is the cello part. I'm at an 11 amp speaker system. Awesome. Hopefully I don't blow your ears out when I cough or something then. Okay, so um, let's go to the next part. You notice how this was just like super loud. We'll fix that. I'm thinking maybe I just redo doing another pass of this rather than draw it in. But then just more time in some ways. I think what I'll do is just kind of push everything down. It seems like everything's just a bit loud on this part. So what I'll do is sort of compress that a bit and bring that down. Same thing on this side. Although maybe on the climactic part, it shouldn't be too compressed. Okay, same thing here. Let's just get it in the ballpark. Doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes you nail it first try, and it just sounds really good. Okay. Yeah, so that kind of stuff, you gotta be careful. Maybe bring up this. Yep, that transition is gonna be tricky. I had it. Let's try that again. Okay. It's not perfect. That's fine. Let's just get this in the vicinity. That's an interesting little transition there. Ooh, look at that. That's weird. Okay. Like that. Smooth it out just a bit. Okay. The only thing that looks weird is this one. Now we can keep going on the viola part. Alright, that's what we need to do there. So let's go ahead and draw that in, or record it in. Okay, and I probably let go a little early on that. Cool. All right, next part. Let's listen to both viola and cello. Ooh, that's really hard to hear. You get lost in the magic. I mean, that's the beauty of a really good orchestra is you don't they play so together and so cohesive that you don't even can't hear like where things break from each instrument or each part. Um, that's really hard to hear. Let's try again. Okay, so you kind of have to latch on to something, right? I'm assuming at this point we can sort of use our bass line as a guide to see what the heck cello is doing. As you can see here, though, it's quite a bit of a jump, and in something like this, I'm wondering, do we just double up here? So let's just see how that would sound. Also, this kind of stuff, I think if you use the pedal, let me actually fix that real quick. I think that that's what's supposed to do with the Pacific Library. Maybe it just is pushing just a bit much, but that's the idea. Okay, anyways, I'm not sure if the cello is doing that too. Okay, I'm just gonna double check that recording now. Almost sounds like it's an octave higher, but that could be the viola for that moment. So yeah, that's tricky. So as you know, the cello generally will double up what the bass line does, or the bass line doubles up what the cello does, so to speak. But let's see if this does anything. Doesn't have to be the whole time, but I just copied it for now. Sounds a bit heavy. Okay, so I'm going to stop you here. And let's listen to the recording. So I hear an F on that higher mid area. And then let's maybe just tackle the ones that I can hear. So that's basically what the double bass is doing. So I'm starting to think, is that right? Oh yeah, okay. So that's what I'm hearing. That sounds right to me. Although I hate when this happens, because I did that retrospective record, so it doesn't actually record over that. But yeah, let's see. Sorry. Maybe just a bit dramatic compared to recording, but I like it. In that regard, if it's a bit dramatic in my taste, I'm just gonna bring this down a bit. Okay. So the question is, what is cello doing? I'm gonna guess that that's one option that could be right. Let's see here. So for some reason, oh, I see. So we have to go. So this phrase starts here. Dee da da da. I'm gonna put a little marker there so I don't get messed up there. Yeah, That cello. I'm gonna guess here. Okay, let's listen. Okay, so you can hear that A. I'm just gonna see it. Oh, I have to click on this, don't I? I'm gonna just listen to kind of train my ears also here. Let's see if we hear a an A in there. Let's see. It's sort of there, but not. Maybe we just keep it in triple bass line there. I'm also curious to see if we could go in something like a fifth. No, I think this is gonna do it. Okay. All right, so let's do that then, and then let's ride the fader bit. Okay. All right. Now let's go to the next part. Next phrase, oops, will be this. I can't sing that low. Okay, so that seems right to me, but what about the viola? So is it an E? Let's have a listen. Okay, I'm hearing na. That makes me second guess some of the other notes previous. So what note is that? Hold on one sec. So that's the C, middle C? Yeah. Okay, so let's listen to this. Okay, so maybe it just goes up. Okay, great. So the bass is doing something funky. Maybe not too much. Okay, so what am I saying here? Okay, I think I'm gonna do one of these again. so now let's take a look-see. Maybe cello too. Alright, we'll double check notes. Just gonna sort of get the fader in the right positions. Okay. Alright, so some programming here, huh? Now, what do? We have the line, or this particular phrase is next, and somewhere going to be here, probably ahead. Okay, so there's definitely different things happening in that register. I'll focus on maybe the lower voicing of that. Let's listen again. Okay, let's do it one more time. I'm either hearing that or okay. And then the last note. Okay, it follows the bass line there. Okay, let's try it. Let's see how it goes. Look at this. I'm in the wrong track here. I just realized it's not the legato. That's okay. All right, so it should be with the melody here. It goes, or it goes lower. So it's D. Let's try again. So that should be an A, and then it goes to an E, and then it goes to that. Let's try it. Hey, Sam. No problem. Right. Let's put more drama in there somehow. Maybe it's more the timing than the notes or the velocity sometimes. Okay. I think let's put also a little bit less on that. More of a decrescendo or diminuendo. This is just one of the two. And also, you notice how there's a overlap, so we need to give a little bit of a break like that. Hope your shopping at Walmart was eventful, Sam. Thanks for sticking around. So we have all of this. Let's make sure all of these are in the right articulation. Okay. One other thing is, anytime there's a second note reattacking. It's tricky. I have a trick. One is to have it glued together and then just draw it in. Let me actually also re-record this part. It's kind of funky here. Cool. Well, that didn't help. It's all funky right here. Let's see. Sometimes that record button doesn't record over. So we have this, and then, oh, look at that. Just gotta make sure there's not too much funny business in this little MIDI. I actually like putting more spaces in between phrases, so let's also do that. Yeah, that's probably good. Same with this, maybe a little more. Ember of Cheese. Hey, Greg. Okay. All right, and is this right? This E. Is that right? I think maybe it was a A minor. Let me check here. Yeah, it is. Okay. So that chord is right. Then let's listen for the next part. So I think I got that cello up till this break on bar 10. And now let's listen for viola. Alright, I heard the last note. This is the last note of the viola. So I kind of have to latch on to something, right? I'm a little distracted because there's fireworks for some reason playing outside. I'm hearing tutum tutum every. I don't know if you can hear that. Okay. So, anyways, so the last note of the next phrase at around bar 9 is a C. I just had to figure out what's playing before that. It almost sounds like the viola is doubling with what the violin's doing here. So, but then I hear a C, because that wouldn't make sense. You have a G here, but I'm hearing a C, unless that's what the cello is playing. Is cello playing C? No, they're not. So there's a C. There's this kind of a phantom harmony here that I'm not hearing. It's tough. Let's pull this up so we can kind of see what's happening here. So first off, the middle part, this little green color would be the viola part, right? And then as you can see here, cello is playing in octaves here. But violin breaks off around here. Okay, so I'm just gonna use my theory, see if anything works here. Yeah, that would work. Let's listen one more time. So maybe it's just holding like what the singer would be doing. The singer just goes la the whole time. So what if we go also, let's make sure this dies a little earlier. Okay. We'll just hang on there and then bring it up again. Shall we do that? Let's do that. That would work with what the singer is doing there. So okay. Okay. Baseline 2, bring that down. Let's try it. Okay. Let me reshape that. I have a feeling it's more something like that. Okay, so then, oops, let's try the next portion, which is the last 4 measures. Okay, so that well, we'll do 2 bars. Have to hear it again. Okay, so cello. Can we hear that? So maybe the cello is probably doubling what the bass is doing. Sorry, that's I'm really confused now. Oh, this is cello. Okay, let's reshape that though. Okay, and then that bass needs to go down. So let's kind of tweak this last part a bit. I could probably just do some of the compression like that instead. Let's die down here a bit more. Let's keep going to the end here. This is reshaping. Okay. I think that might work. The other option then, are we in the right spot? Yes. Okay, so the other option then is maybe viola does this, and we need to go maybe down. Or we do something else. Let's listen again, and see if we can hear anything. So the last note on cello is, let's see, it'd be this or this. So let's listen for where does go? So that's a big jump. I'm just debating if the bass needs to go higher. Maybe the bass needs to go higher. What if we did bass above? Okay, let's listen. That makes more sense. So then, do we go up? Okay, let's double check. Man, the bass line, it's hard. Sometimes I have a trouble hearing if it's an octave higher or lower. So we're on, it's a little bit off on the grid. Okay, good. I think it's in the right spot. Let's listen now. Sounds right to me. It could be this though. But I don't know. Let's see. Listen to original. It does sound like it's an octave higher. It's not too doesn't have that farty low contrabass tone to it. But what we need to do is bring up this now. I brought it down, but I think we need to bring it back up. Shoot, and that was only because of the register was kind of it was too heavy in that octave, but now it's not. So I need to bring it up to sort of combat and add some weight to that register, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm doing. Some more body now on that low end. Okay, and then this is reattacking. Anywho, I think that's it for cello and bass. Let's listen to now the viola. Something like that. Let's try again. I think it's A, B, A. Let's try it. It's probably G actually on that last note. Let's try it again. That's hard to hear. Is it a A minor chord? Interesting. Let's see. One more time. If there's an A, it could be a C chord, or it can be an E or A minor, A minor over E, like this, and then that would work. But this sounds off to me too. Let's try again. I hear that A, but this sounds off now. Yeah, that's right. Maybe there's something else happening here that I'm missing. Let's rewrite the fade. Oops. Hello. What did I do? Okay, so here again. A little bit quieter. Maybe that was too quiet, but let's see what the other strings are doing. Maybe we need to put a interesting. Okay, put it all together. Something. It is an A minor chord, but the voicing just seems maybe it's more of the sonority. I feel like if we were to split off the cello just for a moment and add a A, how would that sound? Okay, sorry about that. For those who are watching, we have disconnected. So that happens every now and then. I'm not sure why it does, but it does. So I apologize for those. Actually, no, I don't need to do that. For those who are watching, you guys probably were kicked off, so you have to come back in. Let's go ahead and close out of this. And hey, it looks like Welby's on. Welby, hey, how's it going? Well, hopefully you didn't get kicked off. If you are on YouTube, I think you stay on, and it just kind of buffers for a second. But Anywho, I'm gonna have to do this again. So Roma Victor. With that, how much time do we have? So we have about 40 more minutes to where I think we could finish everything on the strings. And then I also want to do some vocals for this. So no, I will not sing, but I'll get some samples and I'm gonna try to get the phrasing off of a really good sample library. So that's the next step. That's gonna be a lot of tweaking, trial and error, to be honest. But thankfully, there's only what, like 12 measures or something, if not around 12 to 14 measures, I think, off of my memory. Yeah, sorry, Sam. No singing on my end. I'm not a vocalist by any means. I can critique singing, to a certain degree if I hire a really good vocalist and I could just say, "Oh, can you do, a little bit less here, enunciate more here." I'm really good at that. I've done an entire a few different albums like that way, but for me to sing, no bueno. I guess you can say I'm like Simon Cowell from American Idol, where I don't have the actual singing ability, but I can hear it in a sense. But I'm not a prick like him. Okay, so and then to be fair, that's just his personality, or his TV personality character. Okay, so we're almost there. Whenever you see that A9 and then this stuff, we're at the right about the end of this loading. We're close. I'm just kind of hung up on this chord. It looks like I had the wrong chord earlier. I had C major instead of A minor. But what I was doing before this all broke apart was I wanted to put an A on the bottom of this cello. Try again. Although something sounds off. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. It's because this is on. So let me delete that. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so that's that chord. I'm just seeing if I can revoice this a little bit. And then the upper violins are a bit loud, so let's see here. Did I see something? Let's go ahead and delete that. Okay, let's go and decrescendo that last note. Good. And on this, let's also, yeah, kind of end it a little early. Okay, same thing with the other voice. And so on. Sometimes mid-phrase is hard to stop. Okay, so I kind of like that. I think that A helps to fix some of that, the voicing of that chord. I'm gonna hear it one more time. Okay, let's listen to this. You know what it is? I think instead of what do you call splitting the cello, what if I put it on a E, that E to the A? That makes sense. So let's cut that and put it here and see how that sounds. Okay, I think we figured it out. Okay. All right. last two measures. Here we go. Yeah, it's hard. I think the cello is doubling here. But I'm not sure about the viola. So viola goes. Nope. Okay, this is. The last note's kind of hard to pick out. Maybe just E. Okay. Not sure what happened here. I think I might have clicked out of the box, so it did that. But there you go. And I think a re-attack here. And then this E, perhaps it's there, but if it is there, it's a lot quieter. So let's try it. Yeah. Okay. It's gotta be very faint. Okay. For some reason, the bass is 2 beats longer, so let's change that real quick. And we'll need to shape that too for the cello. Maybe a little more. Let's try again. Okay. With the bass, I think the bass was okay. We just need a diminuendo or decrescendo that a little more. Okay. And same with, yeah, even more so here. Here's a lazy person's way of doing it. Let's do it bigger so I can see it better. Want that balance as much as we can. Cool. Yeah, that was a nice decay. Now there's some timpani hits I heard, and then there's the vocals. Let's before we do any extra stuff, let's just listen to the beginning of the strings and play it through and see if there's anything to change. Alright, so my 2 cents is violin. Maybe we just bring both of those down a little bit, and then there was measure 3. I think it was in the cello or viola. Okay, let's try that. So it was that suspended chord. Or is it here? Okay. There's also the spacing of this is a little funky. So if you can see, let's cut off together. That's a little better, and then we need to decrescendo that a little bit better. Let's see. Yeah, I think that can go down earlier. That's weird. Why is it doing that? This should be recording over, but it's not. Alright, so let's draw it in. Cool. This is a very emotional piece. Hope it doesn't affect your guys' mood for the rest of the day. I mean that in the most sincere way. But yeah, I almost cried the other day trying to play this and studying it. It just yeah, it just reminds me of a lot of just things that might happen in your life, loss of family member, anything like that. Kind of triggers a certain emotion. Now over here, there's still something funky. I think if we were to just make sure that all of the voices are quiet here, I think that's the most important part. So let's try cello and bass. Okay, let's go to the cello. Oh, hello. Look at that. I didn't draw over this one. See here? Okay. Last one. Okay, and I feel like maybe it shouldn't cut off all the way, so let's bring it out. And even violin. Let's do this. I feel like this one there's something weird about it. You know what it is? We need to put tempo markings on this right here, and then the tempo marking here will retardando a bit. I think that will help as far as that feel. That's what probably is off about it for me. The next part was over here. So what is that? It sounds like the high string part. It just needs to go down. Okay, that was pretty good. Let's check the other violin. For some reason, it's not wanting to record over. It's kind of frustrating. And then let's make sure that they all cut off together. Yeah. Maybe a little more on this one. Okay. I think that's for the most part where it should be. Maybe let's double check another thing I can do here. Maybe just a little more on the CC7 here. And this one. But then when you do that, you kind of have to do it with all these other ones, huh? It's so subtle, but I think it helps. Okay, I think that helps. And then the other thing was the timpani. Okay, so let's listen to timpani real quick. That's hard because we're not going to include that, but let's see. Let's just skip forward that. There's also a bass drum, so maybe it's both. It could be just bass drum. I hear boom, boom. So let's do that. Let's add that idea to here. So we could just use a 20-inch bass, sure, and let's go here. Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Boom, boom. So is it maybe with the retardando it would make more sense? Hello. Let's see. Okay. Bum bum. Bum. We'll retard down to this. I think it would be more like that. So then we put that on the bass as well. Let's try this bass. So we're going to be going through that real quick and just listen for the other hits. Boom, boom. Where's my bass? Oh, it's way down there. Okay. Okay, let's listen for that. Something like that. Okay, instead of on C, we have to go to G. Although I can't really hear that. Huh. Do I not? Oh, okay. Why am I so high? Let's go down. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's the G right there. There you go. And then, so maybe at the end of this phrase. Boom, boom. Right? Okay, same thing. It could just be bass drum, listening to it again and again, but I like the timpani and the bass combo. I think it's earlier, so, but retard with a retardando. Okay, let's listen to the next part. Boom, boom. Okay. And I'm just outlining these chords, so pretty easy. Let's go to C. Okay, now let's listen if there's any bass drum in that phrase. Boom, boom. Yeah, so it's in that ballpark. I'm putting it like on an and, like a pickup to the downbeat. That's debatable. Let's see the distance between that hit and where it cuts out. Yeah, it's kind of in the middle of that. Same thing, doing. Maybe A on this one. Let's go earlier. Okay. And then the last one. Dun dun. See, this one feels like a downbeat. It sounds like it's going one and. But then it's hard because there's no pulse to know where the beats are. Okay. I think that's fine where it's at. I feel like maybe the timpani can be slightly quieter and bring up the bass drum, if anything. Yes, definitely bring up the bass drum. Okay, try again, bring the timpani down even more. There we go. Yep. Even more if I can. And that's kind of weird drawn in. Weirdly drawn. one more. There we go. Okay. All right. With that, I think we're ready to do the. Should we do tempo or should we do vocals? Let's do vocals. So this is something a little bit what do we call it? Unconventional, and I've done this maybe a few times now. But we're gonna take a phrase of something else, and for example, I actually have one that I did. It's off of again, this is off of the Sound Iron Library, the Kimba Voices of Wind, and I thought the voice sounds great as far as that goes, but and sometimes when you close out of contact, quick, like you go in and out, it like just freezes. Okay, here we go. So let's listen to this little phrase that I tweaked, and I think it sounded pretty good to me last time. So let's just make sure it's in the right moment. Wow, I don't know why it sounds like that now, but let's hear it with everything else. So it's gone off this. Okay, so that's just an example. Let's do some processing. So first off, let's put in the vocals bus that I have. We'll put some reverb, some kind of wash it out a little more. Maybe even some delay. How about that? It's not going to sound exactly like Lisa Gerard. I'm not going to lie. But I think this will help a little bit. It's a lot better than just, well, and I'm not opposed to doing like, one of these either. I just think it'd be kind of fun to do it this way. But let me actually try the other way for just a second. Okay, so for instance, if I go like a or a O, just doesn't have that personality. Hey, Greg, Cheyenne Mazuri is back. Right? So, I mean, that's kind of why I'm going to go this approach, even though you can hear the artifacts. It's pretty bad. Maybe we can speed it up just a little bit. So, let's, because it's all MIDI, let's go 69. That might help with some of that, right? Let's go 60 actually. Going to this part though, what we're gonna do is either we stick with this one and just keep moving, or we can audition some other ideas. So this is the key of C. And you know what? Let's put this all inside of the vocals bus as well. I'll just do the same routing. Like that. Boom. Okay. Okay. Some of these are a bit out there, not appropriate for this style of singing. But I thought I found some, so I was like, oh, we can try that. So this one might have potential. So what we'll do, let's color this. So the ones that we like, I'll just go different color. Interesting. Maybe. Should I do a different color for that? Persian. We got a very worldly crowd here speaking German or Austrian, is it? German, and we got French speakers as well. People from all over the world. Okay, so this one actually has potential too. So I'm just gonna take some of these now. Almost, I kind of like that one for the beginning. Let's see how we can do this. So let's do this as like option A, option B, or track A, track B. Let's just see how we do here. This is I wish it had one other note. So what we'll use is Very Audio, and this is a very powerful tool instead of Cubase. This is one reason why I love Cubase. Although it looks like it's analyzing this way too long. Not sure why it's taking so long here. I have a feeling maybe it's doing the entire track that I bounced. Let's see here. Yeah, for a really small clip, it should just be super fast, but wow, this is taking way too long. Hopefully, it'll only have to do it once if it was like that entire, yeah, it's the entire length of the track. Okay, yeah, because I did it in one render, and then we just have to do a new version every time. So this is a E flat. If we put that to E major, it sounds pretty good. And then you can go back down to the D. It's not ideal, but you can kind of fudge it. That kind of works, but the timing is not the best. See how much more you have to cut almost to make that work. So anyways, that's the idea. That's something I've done in the past. It takes a lot of editing for sure. Here's your 4. Right? And then the problem with this too is it cuts out too short. So that's the drawback to something like this. It's not going to sound good if you stretch too much. So now we're missing one note. Actually, why don't we do this one? So I'm going to go 7 down. Yeah, it's not. Let's hear how it sounds. Anywho, what we'll do then is let's take a chunk of this one because this is the right note. But then the transition is going to be tricky. So that. No. Like that. We're making it work. So I don't know if I can crossfade this any better, but if you can get the crossfade right, you might be able to sort of loop it in a sense. It's not gonna work, I don't think. Let's try. Let's keep trying. Okay. So that's one concept. Okay. So then we can kind of do that for the other things. Use a stock vocoder, eh? Nice. I'll try this route. Let's see if we can go to the end like this. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. So C, D, E, D. Then you can kind of use the same note because this also starts on C. And then we just have to go find a note that goes down on there. It would be this one. But as you can see, there's a problem. So first off, we time stretch that just a little bit, get a little bit more length here. Okay, it kind of works, but as you can see, it's a little funky. So then let's see if we can loop that just a little more. Yeah. Maybe. Let's try. Okay. Now that's I'm gonna put a yellow on that as maybe, because if we have time, we can go back to that. Maybe find a different note that would sustain a little bit more. Okay. So we gotta find something that's similar to that. I mean, again, we're not gonna find a perfect note of that, but we can shape it with with that very audio that we were just doing before. That's kind of cool too. I'm just gonna go that next. don't know if that would work in this. Let's put a green on that one. We'll come back to that. I kind of like that ending because it's really long. We could do stuff with that. Maybe. I'll put a maybe on that one. I kind of like that one for its ending. So we might come back to that. Okay. I like the beginning of that one. And we might as well just listen to the rest. Anything with long notes is great because you can always pitch that. Okay, so I like the beginning of this. I'm going to go back to here and let's try this now. Oops. Okay, so now we have to figure out what notes that were. I think that's so D. So starting notes are on C. So we got to move these up. So yeah, you can see some of those work. Let's see. Let's go down on this note. Okay, stretch that in. Is it C? That's C. So we might have to cut this one. Sorry. So if this was on A here, which I'm gonna have to cut now, we could probably push one of the notes. Also, let's see. It's kind of a big jump. Let's see if this one works. So that note would be there, huh? This is what you do as a music editor, by the way. Well, in some degree. If you ever become an assistant for another composer, a lot of times you're doing a lot of music editing like this, just with WAV files. I spent 3 years doing this all the time, and it's a good skill because then you can splice anything together, audio tracks, sound effects, and you learn how to time stretch, pitch shift, all that good stuff. But again, this isn't ideal, guys, but this is just a way to work around something as a concept. Let's see. So this is a B note that we need to do. I'm just gonna go here. That's be too low. There you go. Okay, and then there's a little bit of a bend. So let's push that over. Okay, that's, oh, hello. Didn't want that. Wrong button. So, about there. Yes, okay. Yeah, that's a little too strong, huh? Okay, so that won't work. There was a few notes on the very end that I thought worked well. Either something like that, or maybe, oops, maybe this one. Go to A. Cool. So that kind of works. Let's try, let's hear everything that we have so far. You can automate it too to get some of the shaping better. What's nice is you do have something else supporting it with the strings, so it does help to have something like, or almost like mask it, at least for this concept. Um, I think that was good for the most part. Well, let's just keep going, see where it go. There's also this track that I bounced out as well. We might have to, depending on what we can and cannot find, but there's a whole lot of notes or phrases here as well. And might as well just do the very audio, get this analyzing done. All right. Yeah, it's pretty nifty what you can do with inside of a DAW. I mean, it's interesting how everyone uses Pro Tools or Cubase differently. Some people strictly all audio. Like I've seen Charlie Puth do a video once where he was making a beat, and he bounced everything to from, like, he wouldn't actually record MIDI in. Well, he would to bounce a note, but then he would always bounce out his notes and do everything inside of the waveform. Um, most audio engineers don't even know MIDI, um, and maybe to a certain degree, but a lot of times they're just working strictly waveforms too. Yeah, so it's good. It's a good skill. I always say it's kind of like the other half of the DAW. You have your MIDI, and then the other half of the DAW is the waveform editing. And then there's ways to combine them together. There's all sorts of side chaining that you could do. Okay, so let's see if we can find some high notes. I don't know if I remember high notes in any of these. That's kind of high. Okay. So let's just have a listen to this now and just get all of our options here. Well, actually, listen to the last part. Too much vibrato, maybe. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so yeah, that one's really usable, actually. Maybe I'll put a yellow on them. Trying to hear, listen for the high type of phrases here. Okay, right there. I'm gonna mess with this just for a second. This is usable. Um, let's go to this part. And it was actually let's sort of right here mid freeze, which so it's not so high, but let's see. Dee 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 dee. What note is that? Okay. Let's just solo this. I really like that note right there. Okay, so what we should do is cut around here. It's kind of loud though. I mean, it's a very forceful type of phrase. So I don't know. That's a good note though. That's the note we want. So I don't know if I should do anything here, but let's just put this as an option. Okay. Let's keep listening though. See what else we have. That's nice too. That little, that's actually the note that we want. I'll just put it here for now. That's really close. We could do something with that. So, but there's almost like too much of a syllable there. I'm just gonna keep listening. I like that little ending there. Oh, that's nice. It's pretty long. Wow. It's hard to keep a pitch like that long. She's doing a pretty good job. Okay. Interesting. That might work too, actually. I'm doing a lot of yellows, huh? Huh. Interesting. That one's both of these might work actually. Ooh, that's pretty cool. It's kind of airy. Some random phrases, huh? What is the last one? I like that one too, actually. Okay, so there are a few options here. I did copy one or two of those. I think we could make this one work. So a lot of work here, right? But we are halfway or about like a third of the way on the vocals. Okay, so let's see if we can make some headway now. So, oh yeah, this is interesting with the analyzing. So it's like kind of, so we might have to cut some of these or chop these up manually. Just a few. So then the first note is A, G, A, G. That's F, G, F. Okay. So that's that, and then da-na. And then we have to go down. Can we go down? Would that sound weird? Yeah, it does. So we'll have to find a different note for that moment, and then go back here too. That has a lot of character. Let's see if we can do something like that over there. So do 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 do. Okay, good. So we stretch, and we need one more note as a we need a C. Ooh. So let's find maybe one of these notes. This is a so that's a C right there. Let's see if this works. You go whoop. Okay, that works. Yeah, transition's wonky though, of course. Yeah, that's really not ideal. Let's stretch this. So the vowels are so different that it just doesn't work. But I really like that. So what we could do, there's one other option here. Well, there's probably more than one, but I thought I heard something here. Let's see. So maybe this note could work for that little C note, which is over here. Let's try that. Yeah, that would work actually. So we just gotta go a little bit slower and time stretch this part. Like that. And here we go. So I need to really time stretch this. Let's see. Da-da-na. There's that note. So time stretch that over. There you go. And let's bring this last note a little bit louder. That's nice. That's lovely. quieter on that. A little bit more on the stretch to lengthen that. Okay, there you go. Cool. And that part too, it's nice to have that little character. The only thing I'd say is just maybe bring it down. I can just click gain that down. Nice. Okay. So let's go to the next phrase. Slowly but surely. Da na 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 na. Right? Da na na na. Okay. So we need a long note on that. The part that happens is what I'm talking about is here. Wow, that's a long note. So we need about 2 or 3 bars. Sorry, let's go back to this part. So 2 bars. We need 2 bars of a C, and da da da. So let's just use this one again. Dee, dee, dee. But then we need a long C. We'll go a little quieter maybe on that. Also, this could be more in time, so let's push that over a bit. Like that. Okay. So we just need a C. I mean a long note, but on C preferably. I just saw that and I was like, oh, maybe it's there. But no, let's try one of these long ones that are green. And it'd be nice to have a little crescendo for that high violin part. So this is a ah. It should be like a. So the closest thing I'm hearing so far is this one. Oh, sorry. I'm not sure if there's any other ones. See. What about this one? Okay. So those two are really good contenders. Let's put them down here for a second. Let's try this one for a second. This might work. It's got to be 2 measures, that's all. I'm going to time stretch that, baby. And then make sure this is on D, C, not D. Wow. That's cool. Okay, let's try it again. Wow, that's so cool. I mean, this is not what the phrasing is supposedly, or like authentically for this part. But there's I like that kind of character at the very end there. Let's try it again. It would be cool to time that C a little bit more on a beat. Like, right about here, but I don't, that's wishful thinking. So I have to really extend that out, like here. That's kind of weird. Let's see if that works. I guess, I like how it does it with that change on the violin. Anywho, that might work. That might work. I could fudge it a little bit, go a little bit longer that way, but anyways, let's just keep going, shall we? So, we got that big part done. Now we have 4 more measures, I believe. Okay, so we have da-na-na-na-na. Let's see if there's anything here. Maybe not. Interesting. Oh, that was probably from the beginning, huh? That's the type of rhythm that we're looking for, at least. Interesting. I think I used that before. I like that note. Oh, but it changes. That's a really pleasant tone. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so I'm kind of leaning towards this one. Yeah, nothing exact, which is a bummer. Let's go over here. What about this one? That might be something that we could do on the very end. Anyways, I'll mute that. Okay. So this is what I grabbed. Okay. So we're going to time that to something like this. D. stretch this a bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. I don't know if that'll work now. Let's glue this together. There you go. Nope, this one. Boom. And something like that. Oh no. Okay, well, that's not gonna work. And then goes to ah. Ah man, so if these were eh or e. Well, that's too bad. It kind of works, but it doesn't. Okay, so let's move that out of the way for now. Let's just use what we have in the past. Oh, okay, but we have to go, let's see, how should we do this? We have to go twice as long. So I can do it this way. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see what's after that. I see. So I'll stretch this out a bit. And we'll just fudge it along. Okay. That should be okay. And then fade that out sooner. Okay, last two measures. So I had a long note here that I thought would be nice for the ending. So the ending starts at 13. I think it just keeps going. So maybe not an ending that's ideal, but it does have a long note here. There's a little bit of artifact there when pitching it down so much. So when that happens, you could put a little bit of that. Still kind of artifacty though. Okay, so now what are we doing? D, D, D. Should we just go here and copy that down there? So gotta go down. And then we just need a let's try this one. Let's make sure then it's not stretched too much. And I can just cut this off. So D. And let's push this down to E. Is it E? Sounds a bit sharp. It's also kind of just the tone is bright. Cool. So then we have to just go. I'm try to get a natural cutoff there, but everything else should align. If I might have to do a automation here. Actually, let's do that real quick. Let's put a VCA fader on both of these, and let's see what's the best way to do that. Is there a right? Okay, so we'll just automate that down a bit. Nice. So is that was that worth it? I don't know. That's a lot of time, right? I don't know how much time that took just to do. That was about an hour or maybe 45 minutes just to do vocals. But it sure beats this approach. There's some great vocal libraries that I haven't really got a chance to review or even get, for that matter. I've actually in other studios I've worked at, I have worked with the Athera one, but I don't know if that was the best one for something like this. But it's definitely worth looking into. I'm sure it'd be a little more sound better than the one I have here, this Jaeger one. But anyways, I think we got everything we need, and so the last thing would just be maybe adding some retardandos in here and call it good. However, with this phrasing that's kind of here, if we want to keep it intact, one way we can do that is bounce everything. And that's tricky, but I guess what I mean by that is if we were to retain all of those relationships, I like to duplicate it. Let's call it bounced. Let's go ahead and bounce them. You know what? I should have bounced it with this length. That's probably the best way to do that. So let's do it one more time. Let's bounce these guys. Okay, so now they're bounced to the length of the locators, and then what I'll do is I'll set it to musical mode, and that way it'll always be on track with any changes I do up here in the tempo track. So that's the new challenge. Let's see. Let's turn on the tempo track, and let's go to town with some of that. Yes, formants. I just saw your note, Greg. I did a little bit of that in that very audio. Not too much though. Okay, so I noticed that it did speed up just a little bit there. So let's see. Should we listen? Let's listen to the track. So there's a bit of a slowdown. And then maybe here we just tuck that in. Okay, and then here, let's push it forward. Okay, right there. Dun, dun, dun. So I'll push this like 66 and then 60 again. Okay, as you can hear there, there's a little bit of a bad edit. Let's see here. What I'll do is I'll just chop it and kind of push it forward, fudge it that. Nice. Okay, so we're focusing on tempo though, right? So right there, that needs to push. So let's go to 68. Maybe not so much. 64. And this one does a bit of a decrescendo, retardando too. Maybe something like this. Yeah. Maybe a little faster on that. 60, I don't know, 62. Slow down. Actually, I think that's okay. Oh man, it sounds pretty good at as is right there, but let's just do a little bit of a retardando here. So 58. Let's go 60. As you can hear, this was a little bit behind the beat. But then this one is in front of the beat. Let's see if I can fix that real quick. The problem is the more you edit, the more artifacty it sounds. Okay, cool. Anyways, going back to tempo. This one's tricky too. Let's push it. let's slow it down. Maybe I could probably go even more that way. Something happened with the strings there. I guess this sounds fine. I heard like a weird push. Could have been just a tempo track. 2, 3. I heard it again. Okay, I think that's good. Maybe I could do a little ritardo. Okay, a little more. Cool. Okay, so you can kind of see how those tempo markings can exaggerate the phrasing a little more and help with the breath and all of that. Yeah, I think that's good. I think in terms of anything else, you can always mix it and, you know, get some of the balance better, but let's go ahead and try playing it from the very top now without any disruptions. Let me go ahead and put it all in one visible spot just for kicks. I'll go ahead and we can undo or and disable the track, or we can hide it. Let's just hide it. All right, there's your phrasings. We'll color it yellow and orange. Here we go. Very nice, very nice. There are a few things I heard. The only thing that would immediately just make this sound better, and I can just explain real quick, is how some of the phrasing here gets loud and soft in the vocals. So if I were to play this, maybe just automation is the key here. So a little bit of a fade out. Doesn't have to be drastic. And all of a sudden, when I did that, this phrase gets quiet. So then bring it back in, I guess, and get louder. Then that all also needs to go down. And then same thing, go back up. That should be a little bit quieter though. So let's go negative 1.5. And then right here, this is like super quiet. Either we can do a clip gain or automate it. Maybe I'll do clip gain instead, it'll be easier. And then there's some weird, either it's the time stretching in real time that's playing, but I hear a little bit of click. It's about right. Maybe I go up. Cool. Vocals, let's see. Let's do one more thing. Well, I didn't notice that before. So yeah, without the strings and all that, you can really hear some funky things. Okay, so then I'm just gonna go ahead and bounce these together. And hopefully with the bouncing, it gets rid of some of those weird clipping sounds that happen. It's just the real-time processing that sometimes gets wonky. Last but not least, I think what I'm hearing is this. Yeah, it's just like a messy editing here. I think that's what I'm hearing. Oh, oops. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that probably is better now. Let's go ahead and play it from the beginning one more time and call it good after this. Here we go. This is the Roma Victor cue in Gladiator. All right, thank you guys. I appreciate it. It always means a lot for everyone to come out and say hi. It's not easy to, get yourself out there as well. So I appreciate everyone saying something and all the nice compliments along the way. All right, well, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. We will probably do a new stream next week, and I'll have something else prepared and ready to go. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, guys. Talk to you later.